If you are watching this video, then you are the type of person who aims to be a high achiever. You are driven to be more successful than the typical person. Otherwise, why would you be watching a YouTube channel called Whiteboard Wealth? But it is our experience that most people go about life in the wrong way in order to accumulate wealth. So let's take a look at the thumbnail for this video. The message is that tinkering is greater than knowledge. Another way to say it is, convex is better than concave. Convex is an upward sloping function, which is good. Concave is a downward sloping function, which is bad and could mean ruin for your life. Yet, most people focus their energy on acquiring knowledge first in order to achieve a goal. And this is a concave approach to life, destined for failure. For example, say you want to have a good career where you can earn great money. The typical path for most people is like this. You identify a career that you think you will like that will pay good money in the future. You go to college to acquire knowledge in this particular field. Maybe it is computer science, finance, or marketing. You get a degree. If you can't get a good job in this field, you go back to school for a graduate degree. Then you find a job with a company that you believe has good prospects that can help you advance your career so you can make good money in the future. The problem with this approach is that it is linear. The steps can be written like this. As you can see, it is extremely linear, moving in one orderly step to another. So, a real-life example of this linear approach can look like this. First, I think I like computer science, and I think it will be a good career in the future. So, I will go to a good college and get a degree in computer science. Then, hopefully, I will find success. The problem is, you might not like computer science as much as you think. Maybe the reason why you think you want to do computer science is because you think it will be a good career in the future. But what if advances in artificial intelligence reduce the need for people with computer science degrees in the future? Or what if you find that you just don't like computer science after studying it for 4 or 5 years? Well, in that case, you just spent over $100,000 in college tuition costs and effectively spent 4 to 5 years of your life in an endeavor that you are no longer interested in. This is a major weakness in this type of top-down, linear planning, wherein you identify a goal, then go about acquiring the knowledge to achieve that goal. We can chart this path like this. The chart says it all. You identify computer science as a career because you think you will like it. You spend tons of money on college. Things look good because you get a job making over $100,000 per year after graduation. Then, advances in artificial intelligence put you out of a job, and the brutal nature of the concave function takes hold, and all that money you spent on college goes to waste. This is the typical path that we are arguing against because the downside risk is so great. Instead, adopt an approach that gives you exposure to a convex function. You want an upward sloping arc where the downside is limited. Here is a chart from Nassim Taleb's book, Anti-Fragile, that illustrates this idea. As you can see, you want to embark on endeavors where the downside is limited and the upside is almost unlimited. Instead of trying to decide in advance what you think you will be successful at, just jump in and start tinkering with a number of different things. Because none of us have any idea what we will be successful at ahead of time. We only find out afterwards. Sure, most of your endeavors will fail, but eventually you will hit a home run. This type of plan looks like this, again, drawing from the work of Nassim Taleb. The small errors in this chart are things that you tried that just didn't work out. Maybe you buy a lawnmower and try to start a landscaping business, but you hate it. In this case, you are only out a couple $1,000s. Then you try your hand at starting a small house cleaning service, but you hate doing that too. In this case, you're only out a little bit of money, Then you decide to start a YouTube channel because you think that seems like something fun to do. But after 6 months, you can't grow your channel and you are not sure if you really like being a content creator. Again, in this situation, you don't lose much money. You just move on to the next thing. But check this out. When you were trying your hand at starting a YouTube channel, you found out that you loved working in Canva when making thumbnails and other graphics for your YouTube channel. It turns out that you are an amazing graphic designer, a fact that you did not know in advance. You only found out after tinkering with many different things. You go on to design an online Canva course that you sell to people, making over $100,000 per month. Does that sound impossible? Well, it isn't. A young lady named Kate Norton started a company called Miss Excel, where she sells courses on how to use Microsoft Excel more effectively. She makes over $2 million per year doing this. But the most important lesson you can take from Kate Norton is that she never set out to start this company, Miss Excel. She just started tinkering with Excel and putting videos on TikTok. And then things took off for her, and now she's an amazing success. Don't wait to get knowledge first to do something. Just jump in right now and start tinkering. Remember, architects were designing cathedrals long before Euclidean geometry. We discussed this idea of convexity and tinkering more in our recent video on investing, where we lay out the benefits of adopting a barbell investing strategy. If you want to be a better, more robust investor, watch that video now.